we just that's the one. Okay, are we good? Yep. So we're live, yeah.
Audio now. Start with the forum of the vice speaker. Now involved. Talk about the water tax. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Mayor and councillors. Speaking on behalf of the Burrumbuttock Community Forum, we're delighted that upgrading of the Urana Road section of the Burrumbuttock walking track is being considered tonight. This project has been on our community's project list for 15 years, latterly as the first priority, and we'd like to thank the council for progressing it. Safety of the community members, of our community members in particular, is our major concern. Over the last 12 months, people haven't been able to actually use the Urana Road section of the track due to poor surface condition and excessive vegetation growth along the length of that part. There's a very high volume of traffic that uses Urana Road, including semi-trailers and commercial vehicles. Mothers are pushing prams, unsupervised school-aged children riding their bikes, and the general public all use Urana Road as a pedestrian thoroughfare, creating the potential for a tragic accident that could have been prevented. By upgrading the surface of the walking path, residents and tourists would no longer have to walk on Urana Road to complete the existing 4.2 circuit track, which connects with the Howlong Road section as well as the Stock Road section. So we've got a little walking track brochure, and basically it's the Urana Road section, one side of the triangle that we're talking about when we're talking about this particular upgrading of that section. Free campers regularly use this existing track, and to provide a complete final connection would be advantageous. In conclusion, the upgraded track would be both an asset and a safety measure to our township, and encourage people to enjoy all that the outdoor environment offers, including parents with prams or people with mobility aids. We urge all councillors to vote favourably for this highly anticipated project that would greatly benefit the health, wellbeing and safety of Burrumbuttock residents and those of the Greater Hume Shire at large. Thank you.
Any questions, Mary?
2 years ago.
Yep, you're good to go.
No. So you're actually only really speaking about that Urana Road section, huh?
Yeah, correct. Yes. Yeah. There is another request that I think is in process for the, to extend the path, the footpath along the Howlong Road. At the moment, it only goes as far as the school on the opposite side, but we're not talking about the Howlong Road. It's just that Urana Road section that's very busy.
Any questions?
Thank you, Mary. A bit more light on the subject and taking the time.
Nothing further. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
Councillors, I declare tonight's meeting open. I'll ask Councillor Shield to lead us in prayer.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for all the good. We ask for your strength and guidance throughout this meeting and thereafter as we look to serve the residents of this shire. We ask for peace, vision, and peace, and may we strive
we approach the business matter, we will be sure. We will ask for that on the staging, expertise and
Thank you, Councillor Shield. Acknowledgement of custody. I want to speak to the elders that are past and present. And move on to apologies for absence or leave. If not, we'll move on to the confirmation of the minutes of the previous meeting.
I'll move those things.
What the absentee, second, what the absentee. Any corrections or comments? If not, all in favour? Those against, declare it carried all the way. We move on to the action reports. If you have any questions, please state the page and number. Interesting to see most of the Crown land starting to move forward. And not completed, at least 95% done.
Yeah. Yes, where they've progressing quite a recent parent. That.
Stage of the business anywhere? If not, we'll move on to Merrill Mint. Move on to the office report. Let's start on environment planning is a policy draft. I'm here to move.
I'll move that.
Move council, council, any questions? If not, we'll put all in favour. Those against, carry all the way. First item on the local roads and community infrastructure program. The recommendation is printed to be moved on councillor. Councillor Lynn. Questions to speak, councillor?
Yeah, well, I just believe that the, farm-based walking track will go over enough years now. As was outlined by Marion, the safety of the residents down paramount in my opinion. And over the years, we have put a great deal of money into farm-based, tidy up to the county, and we need to support these small communities to try and get more people to move there and culture, so, halfway there.
Councillor O'Neill, from the bench.
Yeah. How's that?
My amendment is that the 22,000 from the level costs be granted, and the Barraballi Board will be referred into the main meeting to see if any other grant funding has been secured for the Barraballi community.
Thank you, councillor Park. We wish to speak for your item.
So, as Mary said, this project has been on the liaisons of it. At the November monthly, and resolved to allocate funds for the project detail in round one and listed in our list. During the discussions, the borough proposed to receive funding. It's clear that the walking track is a priority for many years. Because of the many projects across the shire, council units asked to choose one or the other, 230,000, but not both. We chose the community sector because there were applications for grants. It was agreed with all of us that if the grant for 230,000 but it wasn't meant to be very long. This decision was supported by the majority. I attended the Borough Forum meeting not long after, where I was expecting Councillor Linda to explain that situation to the meeting. She did, and I didn't think it was my place to actually do it. Now that we have the rest of the funding allocated, walking track has been put forward ahead of any other projects or things. I would like the decision to be deferred until the May meeting, with the hope that there will be a result from the grant application that is currently in for the Borough Community Centre. And then that will, if it's successful, then it will default to the walking track. And yes, I understand, you know, how much it is needed. But as I asked Marion, they're bringing up this year and the road section, so we didn't actually get a price on the section. Information coming about the grant application. Thank you.
Right, we've got a speaker for the motion.
I'll just say what I think the need one against.
We'll just have an amendment moved, the amendment we've spoken about. Now we have the speaker for the motion, and then we'll have the speaker for the amendment. Speaker for the motion.
Mr. Mayor, to just explain in relation to the 230,000 that is actually gone to the multiple centre. Even if the grant is successful, that's part of the money that's been pledged by the community. So with pretty well all grants now, there has to be some sort of contribution from the people that are applying for the grant. This is actually made just a bit over $700,000 that's been contributed on behalf of the community. So, irrespective of the outcome of grant, it's actually part of the grant that's currently submitted and one that is actually just being submitted now.
Speaker for the amendment.
Kathleen, you will remember which was a priority for the community, and you said, you know, I agree with that it is one, but you know, it's a lot of money depending on the community, and we can't be everything to all the community. 255,000. What about, you know, for it's getting, it's getting 50,000. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fabulous thing to do. I mean, it's been on Friday this week, and maybe, yes.
Now, I think it's necessary to make some time on this sort of councillors during their discussions for or against the motion.
No, you're speaking for or against the motion, Councillor. The fact of the matter is that it's all on video. If anybody chooses to be rude or carry on, the public can see. I'm not going to be judge and jury set up here and say to people you shouldn't have manners or anything. It's all video, so go right back to when we started in the council. We were told that to watch what we say. So you were speaking for the motion, to speak for the motion, please.
Thank you. I realise there's been a lot of discussion. This has been on it for a long time. Often, mental court, they are on there as well. And I think the safety and the issues that have been raised from the community, I think we need to support that. I know we talked about it in November, but then we found ourselves with a set, and then we can go to the next couple of priorities, and that's where it was recommended for law network for its environmental winter.
just a question on the director of engineering. So Blackie is those funds sufficient to build and design 160 metre track.
What's that, obviously, never cost. Obviously, we have rights. Pretty much, well, as the, past. But they have.
Mr. Chairman, yes. Yes, Lord.
I'm confused. We've got some money allocated from the economic purpose centre, 230,000, correct?
Yes.
And councillor Hill was referring to a grant application for that particular purpose. And she's keen for us to hold on voting for this for another month, hoping that there might be some forward and that 230 would then be reallocated over the walking track. Is that right? Well, that's right. So what happens, we've already allocated, we've got 225. Anyway, so what, how come we,
I can answer that.
I just don't quite get it, it doesn't all gel. Sorry.
And thank you very much for the question, Councillor. So at the moment, you're quite correct, we have 230,000 of our CRP allocated to recreation pavilion, or community hub. That has been included, that's a contribution that's been included in the grant application. So as Councillor Linda referred to previously, we often have to have matching funds or contributions. So if that funding is successful, that money has been allocated. So the grant, if we get the confirmation tomorrow that the grant application communities put in is successful, that money will be part of that contribution. It won't replace it and free up $230,000. It's actually included in the budget to get the community, to get the community project across the line. So the grant funding will not replace it. It'll be part of the budget. It's included in that budget. So the point that Councillor Linda was making is that even if this current grant is not successful, obviously the community are pursuing other grants, and this allocation is part of the contribution that the community is making to the project. Does that answer? So
that really means that 230 is supposedly replacing the community contribution.
No, it's in conjunction with. So all these grant applications require a percentage of contribution depending on the nature of the project and who's administering it. So in conjunction with the community's allocation of funds, council committed to put 230,000 towards that project as well.
Further comments or questions?
Recommendations, surely, as it is with the surplus that everyone that had their priorities put forward has basically got them in this particular round, and we just get it dealt with and move on.
I'll make one final comment before I ask the move of motion to close the debate. This project has been around for a long, long time. It's a lot of money. I acknowledge that. People ask me why I support it. I support it for the fact that over the last 18 months, this council has put an enormous amount of money into Malcolm Bean Road, corner Malcolm Bean and Milano Road. I've had letters from grandparents who say their kids cannot ride their push bikes on the road. So we've put a path there for them so they can get to school. Now, I might have two heads and I might think wrong, but I think a young kid in Gingrave is no more valuable than a young kid in Burrumbane, vice versa. And if the young kids in Burrumbane have to ride their bikes along the road in danger, we should be able to give them a track where they can ride their bikes and go down past from and go to school. Close the vote, councillor Hicks, please.
Yeah, look, we haven't come up, there's no other projects on the list that anyone's come up with. Well, we've had the rain for many months and we hope all we need, at the end of the day, what we've got here is we've got an opportunity to spend some money, it needs to be expended by 2025. And coming into Burren Bay, you must admit that the entrance into there is somewhat untidy, this will help tidy it up. Also, people speeding through Burren Bay. You know, you don't really need to come to a town, whereas I think we get a walking track there that'll also enhance that. And you'll know that you're coming to a town and slow down. So I think we need to just move ahead, get this job done, and yeah, finish it up.
Thank you, councillor Hicks. We'll now vote on the amendment. All in favour? Councillor Parker, put your hand up. Councillor Neal. Councillor Meyer. Those against? The rest. The amendment is lost. I'll now put the motion back in favour. Those against? Councillor Parker, you were against it, Councillor Meyer?
No, it's not just Mr. Chair.
Yeah. All right, Madam Secretary.
Yep, so we've got,
So declare the motion carried.
Sorry? Yeah. I'll type them in.
yeah, we'll type them in later, that's okay.
We'll move on to the corporate community service, the grant delivery program. Move councillor Hicks, second, councillor Forrest. Any questions? We've been through it pretty thorough. Certainly have some comments when it goes out to the public. Any questions? If not, on the resolution, those in favour, those against, very carried, all in favour, thank you. First item on the engineers program, provision of footpaths to public street model. Chair, councillor Wood, second, councillor Parker. Councillor Wood, does this decision include that bit the disabled person wanted to? Yes. Have you, that's all right, there's a to say.
I think it is, sorry.
Thanks.
In relation to the letter that we received, yeah.
Thanks.
I know that young lady, and she does, and I'm just wondering whether we need to have that from them.
How do you run ambulance to the
Further comments, so we'll put the recommendation, all in favour, those against, declare it carried. Stand by. Yeah, so part of the second. Things are really happening out there, which take a long time.
It's taken at least 25 years.
Any questions on that? Right, I'll put it all in favour, those against, declare it carried. On the B section.
I'll move parts B, C, and D.
The B section, the block, the second. There would be some questions, really commenting to Mercer, but the council, you've got settlement date there and maturity date. Probably a little confused. There were people used, it will be investment date, is it?
Thank you, Mr. Moon. The settlement date is the date of the investment went in, maturity date is when it's expected to mature.
You went with that. Well, I said it would be like fire, but anyway. Thanks, well, yes, Councillor Linda.
So a question on page 29, please. It's just again in relation to all-term agreements. It's $70,000 in the red, and last time we mentioned it was $70,000. So within 2 months, that's $130,000 in the red. So just how we can sort that out.
That hasn't to do with that. It's, cumulative stuff, it's not additional, so it's over $70,000, so it's not. This is just cumulative, at the moment, $70,000, over budget, and I'm happy to provide the information. Extension, we have, we're going to offset that over expenditure, via some unspent funds in other area of engineering. So that will cover that cost. So, we have to provide a breakdown in one to all those additional costs. That was appropriate. So what, I must start to go through where additional expenditure occurred. At the moment, there is additional expenditure across the board. There's been, Australian, $6,000 property, and that was money due to additional provisions of store purchase and installation of that. Currently had nearly $1,000 or $500 to temporary treatment school, which is not allowable, but the money is generally allowed for basic payments by council, so this is efficient. Talking about $8,000 expenditure, that was mainly to cost to shift the soil piles rather than the actual overall grade that's been now spread over the area of the other side. So there was about $8,000 to do that work, and then look and he spent an additional $26,000 spent over there, and those to break up mainly for some tree removal, plus also a lot of earthworks that we fixed up fence around the actual heritage list stable building that's there. We had temporary fencing. We had locals. We had locals keep. Fortunately, we removed the temporary fences, so we've actually put permanent fencing. But it's mainly been sort of in this preparation playground. So $26,000 expended there. And all with an additional $19,000 spent. That was a breakup mainly some repairs to the irrigation system. Just possibly, there was a fair bit spent there. But there's also $6,000 spent repairing the main gateway entrance. First road gateway destroyed the gateway, so it's down for damage. And there was an additional $7,000 installed fencing and gateways that have been installed to prevent cars in the area around the netball courts. So there's been additional expenditure about $90,000. There was additional $2,000 at Bunbury, that was mainly probably covering out that area around the toilets. And while there was additional $1,000, just for additional gravel around the rec ground. And for Wyman, there's an additional $13,000 straight aid, which is good. The large slab of concrete was brought there for the future work, as well as some tree removal they requested by the straight aid. So there was about $75,000 additional expenditure above council work. We realised that it was occurring, and also made sure that it was sufficient for unspent funds in other areas each year. I would hope future years there won't be to that degree expenditure, but there's always some unusual expenditure that does occur, but that's the way I'm happy to discuss it with any further.
Question, Mr. Chair. The damage to the gate, Has that person, been sent an invoice to pay?
We have no information on the individual.
Are we paying it? Are we paying it on our insurance?
Our insurance is, roughly $10,000. Our existing. So, yes, if we could charge it, we try to get information across that it's not coming, so we also so,
Will maintenance, for some reason, I mean, got extra cash to live, paying the other funds of the other parts of the road budget. Why is real one of the maintenance?
rural maintenance is due to the amount of natural disaster funding that's been taken. There's been an additional $6 million for grading and resheeting being undertaken on the road network. So that becomes a bit of it. So it's much more so that's what it was. No one comes to see that. We've been able to stand up.
Further questions? Councillor O'Neill?
This question was raised for last night. No, in the libraries, there's a door, so I don't think there's really anything that for 994 80. Okay, I think they're going to do. I mean, someone was right, actually what the door down to make. And then people have to do the door.
What they would and wouldn't.
It's not cerebral Jesus. That's the library, but it's.
Thanks, councillor O'Neill. And councillor Shield was right. We are just trying to get some numbers on how many people are walking through and that we're servicing in our centres. Yeah, yeah. I think because our libraries and customer relations centres are combined, we consider them as one. Yeah. Yeah, but it's good activity, I think, so that's good, nice to see.
Further questions on the VNC item? Councillor Linden? Councillor, comment? If not, I'll put the VNC item and the items. All those in favour? Those against? That'll carry. Nothing further on the agenda, councillors. Thank you for your attendance. To the next day. Yes, councillor.
Hi, Molly. There's a lot of feedback with these speakers, told not playing, noise and so on. So I don't know what's going on, but anyway, just to give you know, small women notice.
I've actually had a comment that people can't hear us. Yeah, I don't know.
No easy in support.
When the whole thing gets up the road, we'll hang out there.
Yeah. One premises.
Yeah.